Don't move. Stop right there. Just take one breath and hold your finger still on the screen. Because if your mind is telling you to rush ahead right now, that itself is the sign that this moment is meant just for you. This is not an accident, not a coincidence, but a divine knock running through the veins of time that has come to rest at the door of your heart at this exact second. And if you ignore it, it won't just be a video you miss. It could be the very turn from where life was about to start bending in a new direction for you. Because sometimes God does not speak loudly. He whispers. And the ones who learn to hear that whisper find that their destiny begins to speak. You might be thinking this is just another play of words, like the ones you see every day. But look closely. Why did you stop here? Why does your heart suddenly feel a little heavy and a little full of hope at the same time? Why has some old prayer, some unfinished desire, some buried question begun to stir inside you? Do you remember that night when you looked up at the sky and cried without words, saying, "Just change something now," and you felt like no one was listening? But the truth is, every sigh, every breaking point, every silent prayer is recorded. And today a page from that very register has opened in front of you. This is not an ordinary message. It is not even a test of your faith. It is an invitation to your courage. The courage to pause when the world tells you to move on. The courage to trust the voice that says, "Wait a little longer," because it is often in waiting that the greatest miracles descend. Imagine your life like a long, dark corridor you kept walking. The walls kept changing, but you never saw the light. And right now, at this very moment, a door at the end of that corridor has opened just a little, not completely, just enough for a thin ray of light to fall on your face. And that ray is saying, if you take one more step, the whole scene will change. Have you noticed that lately you are tired? Not just in your body, but in your soul. Worries about money that have stolen your sleep. Questions in relationships that have worn your voice down from answering them again and again. Fears about health that turn every small discomfort into something big. And in the middle of all this, your smile, which has become a habit, not happiness. But listen, this story does not end here, because those whose stories are about to end do not receive signs like this. They do not receive calls like this. They do not receive moments of pause like this. This is the turn where the universe is looking at you and asking when you have been kept just one step away. Will you turn back, or will you move forward? Will you say later again, or will you say now for the first time? Understand this psychology. When a soul stays under pressure for too long, it begins to fear change, because change is unknown, and the unknown feels like risk. But this is the very trap where most people get stuck. And this is the very place from where some people take flight, because to fly, you need trust, not wings. You think you are alone, but the truth is, this message did not come for everyone. It only comes to those who know how to hold on to hope even after breaking, who know how to stand up after falling again and again, and who are now ready on the inside, even if the mind is still questioning. Now create a scene within yourself. See yourself 6 months from now, the same place, the same people. But there is no fear in your eyes. There is clarity. There is no hesitation in your walk. There is steadiness. There is no complaint in your voice. There is trust. And when someone asks, "How did everything change?" you smile and say, "I decided to stop that day, because that was the day you took back control of your story." Remember, miracles rarely arrive with noise. They arrive like laws. If you plant a seed, fruit will come. If you keep trust, paths will open. And if you take immediate action, energy begins to move, because the universe respects motion, not delay. Now it is important to understand that faith is not a feeling, it is an action. And action happens without delay. So when right now, in this very moment, you declare within yourself, I am ready, you are not just speaking words, you are changing your identity. You are stepping away from the person who used to wait and stepping into the person who chooses. The mind will say, this is ordinary, that this is just another prompt. But the heart knows this is not a prompt. It is a call. And those who hear the call do not look for excuses. They build paths. Now understand this process. When you take one positive, decisive step, your subconscious mind begins to align everything in that direction. Your eyes start catching opportunities. Your words start calling opportunities. And your actions give opportunities a place to stay. This is the chain people call a miracle. And yes, it will not be easy, because easy things do not change lives. But it is simple pause, trust, and take the step. Now be honest with yourself. Do you really want to live the same life you are living right now? Or do you feel another possibility breathing somewhere inside you? A life where fear does not make decisions, where lack is not your identity, and where your past does not decide your future. If the second picture is stirring something inside you, then know that you are ready. Because readiness does not mean the absence of fear. It means moving forward despite it. This is the moment where you must give your energy a clear signal that you no longer want to live half-heartedly. That you are ready to turn your faith not just into words, but into action. And when you do this, when you make your intention clear right now, without delay, without clever excuses, we'll see, you throw a new stone into the river of time, and its ripples reach every corner of your life. Remember, the universe does not need shouting, it needs clarity. It does not need noise. It needs alignment. And that alignment happens when the heart, the mind, and action all move in the same direction. So if you feel this message pulling you, stopping you, holding you, do not deny it. Because those who deny it later say, I wish. And those who accept it later say thank you. This is the line from where you stop looking back and start creating ahead, where your new story steps out of someday and enters today. Now, the final thing, your life does not change tomorrow. It changes the moment you choose change, now. And this choice may seem small, but its consequences are vast, because small decisions are what write great destinies. So right now, in this very moment, make that decision firm inside you. Feel it, accept it, and turn it into action. Because when you do not walk alone. You walk in step with the power that has always been with you, just waiting for your yes. And this yes is the turn in your story, after which you will look back and say, this is where everything changed. This is where the light began. This is where my life finally took a breath.